travel, and fun. And today we're going to be making something very quick, very easy, but hopefully very delicious right here from our own kitchen. So this is one of those recipes that I think started probably a long time ago when people had like leftover ham, for example, after one of the holidays. But today I don't have any leftover ham, but I did buy a couple pounds of cooked ham steak. And yes, today we're going to make ham salad. Now, as a kid, I would go to parties and sometimes there'd be tuna salad sandwiches and chicken salad sandwiches. And once in a while I'd see the ham salad sandwiches. And I always loved it, but every time I've tried to buy ham salad, whether it be at a deli somewhere, for example, or at one of the stores, I don't know. Sometimes it tastes really sweet for some reason. Sometimes it's just way too salty. And other times it just has different things in it that I wouldn't necessarily put into any type of deli salad. So today, this is going to be my first attempt to make ham salad. Let me tell you what you need. I'm not going to use a lot of big fancy ingredients. I'm going to make this very simple. But there will be room to improvise and to make it more your taste. So I have a couple of ingredients right here in front of me, and I'll go over them one by one. First, you'll need about 2 pounds of cooked ham. I just bought the hardwood smoked ham steaks at my local grocery store, and I got about 2 pounds between these 2 smaller steaks and this bigger one. And it is pre-cooked and pre-packaged. I'm going to use some Dijon mustard. I'm going to use some Sweet Relish. I'm going to use some real mayonnaise. I'm going to use some minced onion. And I was initially thinking I was going to use a real white onion. And then I thought, you know, it's the texture thing with ham. I want to make sure that it's not too oniony. And this has a very mild onion flavor. And because it is minced very small, it won't really add a lot of texture, but you will get some onion essence to the salad, which is what I'm looking for. What will provide some crunch, however, is some celery. So I have 2 stalks of celery that I have roughly chopped here, and that's what I'm going to be using, along with some salt and some pepper. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open up these packages of ham, and I'm going to rough chop these. And as you can imagine, this will be something where I've taken out my trusty food processor. Yes, this will end up being something that is processed so that we can get that creamy consistency to the ham that we want to make it into that salad-like substance. So I'm going to open up these packages, and then I'm going to weigh out and measure out the amount of mayonnaise, sweet relish, Dijon, and this, and then I'll show you how we combine all of this in 2 different bowls using our food processor to get down to that, you know, I'll call it pureed type salad consistency. All right, we'll be back soon. And okay, so now we're ready to start. And I'm so glad I took that short break because I realized I didn't have my microphone on. So hopefully the sound quality in this video is something that is improving upon some of our previous videos. And thank you, we appreciate every comment. Okay, so what I have done is I just have that rough chopped 2 stalks of celery here. And I'm also going to very rough chop this ham. Now, if you make a ham, roast a ham or bake a ham, do whatever you do to whatever ham you make, and you have leftovers, this would seem to me a perfect way to use those leftovers. So I am going to cut these into rough cube-like shapes because I don't want big, huge pieces going into the food processor. It's going to be a lot easier to puree and get the right texture if I start with smaller pieces of ham. And here we go. So these are the ham steaks. If you buy a regular ham, or one of those little baby Buddha or baby Buddha type hams, or a little ball of ham, that would work just fine. Whatever kind of ham you like. Some hams obviously are smoked differently than others, but you know, whether you cook the ham yourself or whether you buy it pre-cooked is entirely up to you. And as I said, this is a totally customizable type of recipe. You know, you've seen one deli salad. Everybody makes them a little bit differently. It never ceases to amaze me that wherever I get tuna, or whenever I order tuna, it tastes completely different every time I try it. So, you know, chicken salad is the same way. You can add more stuff to it, add less stuff to it, but at the end of the day, make it the way you like it. That's really what's important. Okay, so I have my ham cubed up here. I might need to get it a little bit smaller. Some of the pieces are still pretty large. I'll see how it does when I put it in the food processor here. Not like this. This is still way too big. Should have probably used a bigger cutting board. Would have made my life easier. But you know what I can do? I can grab a quick paper plate so I can move some of the ham onto this plate. And yes, my hands are clean. I washed them just right before getting started, right after I opened the packages. Make some of these pieces a little smaller. Now, in terms of other options or things that you might want to consider to improvise the recipe a bit, you can put eggs in it. I've seen that. You can choose to use any type of onion, red, white, yellow, and chop that and use that in the salad. You can switch from mayonnaise to maybe something that's a little bit sweeter, like Miracle Whip, if you're a Miracle Whip person, or, you know, whatever brand of mayonnaise or dressing that you like. You know, think about how you make your chicken salad. Think about how you make your tuna salad, and think about what it is about those salads that you like or don't like, if you've tasted any that weren't quite to your taste. And again, make this recipe your own. All right, I've got these pieces. They're fairly small, much smaller than they were. And now I'll just continue some of this cutting, but I'll kind of whip through it so you won't have to watch me cut the rest of this ham for, you know, a long time. And there you have it. This is about 2 pounds of cubed, chunky, rough cut cubes of cooked ham. Now, we're going to do this in a little bit of 2 parts. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get a bowl and I'm going to add some wet ingredients to this bowl. I'll grab my spatula, and what I'm going to do is move the cubed ham over here. I won't need that until I'm ready to put it in the food processor. And over here, I will now mix up some wet ingredients. So I'm guessing at the amount. I've not made this before, like I said, but I figured 2 pounds of ham, I'm going to use 1 cup of mayonnaise. I'm using Hellmann's, but like I said, use whatever mayonnaise you like. I know down south, people love Duke's. Around here, people seem to really like Hellmann's. And then I know a lot of people who absolutely love Miracle Whip. I have here 1/4 cup of Dijon Mustard. I love Dijon Mustard. You can also, and this is optional again and to your taste, you can also choose to use spicy brown mustard, honey mustard, or even just plain yellow mustard. And now I have 1/3 cup of Sweet Relish. If you don't like Sweet Relish, by all means, use a semi-sweet or maybe a dill or a spicy dill, or even a bread and butter type of relish. Or a hot relish. If you like hot relish, you can use a hot relish as well. You know, that's not a bad idea. Maybe I will add a little bit of hot relish. Let me go get some. I think I have a jar of Howard's in the fridge. to do 1 tablespoon. It adds some vibrant color, so I think that it'll be a nice addition. Don't want to add too much because I think the regular sweet pickles will already take care of the sweetness level. And now I've got all of these here. I will write the recipe down below in the description so you can follow along, but I'm trying to do my best to kind of give you the directions as I go. And this is looking quite nice. A mixture of Sweet Relish, Dijon. Take a closer look. There we go. Okay, I am going to add the minced onion to this, and I'm doing that because minced onion needs to be put into something that is wet, so that the minced dried onion will soften and get that onion, very small minced onion-like consistency. I'm guessing about a tablespoon-ish. That looks like about a tablespoon and a quarter. Use onion the way you like onion. I like things oniony, but I didn't want to add the chopped onion, regular chopped raw onion to this because I knew that I was going to have celery in the mix. Now, if you do not want that very, very smooth puree type consistency to your ham salad, then just cut it and cube it very, very finely. I'm adding black pepper, I would imagine maybe half a teaspoon. And I am also adding some coarse ground sea salt. Not too much. The ham might be salty, so better go light on the salt, and then if you need to salt it later, you can. I'm not adding any hot sauce to this. Surprise, surprise. I know, for me. But if you did want to add some hot sauce, or, you know, whether you like Crystals or Tabasco or, you know, any of the commercially available retail hot sauces like Frank's or Cholula, this is where I would add it because it is wet. I put it in here. Okay, I'm going to set this aside, and now I'm going to take my meat and I'm going to put it in the food processor. I'm also going to shape, well, I'm going to change the angle of the camera to give you a better look of the food in the processor. All right, so I have a big food processor here. Take this part off, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in some ham. Whoops. And see how it does. I'm going to go with just maybe half the ham and half the celery, and then add the rest. I don't want to overload. You never know. I'm not a big user of food processors. Never really needed to be. I usually just chop my own onions and things. Actually, I'm going to put the whole thing. It's only 2 stalks of celery. Okay, let's see how this works. Like I said, I'm not a big user of the food processor. Make sure that I'm doing this correctly. And to do that, glasses. There we go. And I would imagine if everything goes well, there we go. I'll put some music on while I do this so I can spare you this noise. Wow, that's looking very nice. And now I'm going to add the rest of the ham. And then I'm going to give you guys another close-up shot of the ham. Here we go. there I have it. Wow, what a great job. It's very fine, very smooth, and it just looks amazing. And what I do need now is a bigger bowl, because I'm going to throw this all in a big bowl and then add in my wet ingredients. So let me go get that bowl. Here I am with my big bowl here. And now I am very carefully going to take out the blade and shake that in there and put it in the sink. And now with a spoon, I'm going to take my, oh, this is so finely diced. It really did a beautiful job. So finely diced. Let me just put that down for a second. Look how finely diced this really is. Very nice. Finish up with the rest that's in here. You know, it actually looks like it's going to be a hefty size portion. I wasn't sure how much 2 pounds would make, but now that the ham is diced along with the celery, I'm quite surprised and pleased with the volume of meat here. There we go. Put that back here so I can wash it. And now I have the bowl here, and we'll combine it. All right, so I'm back here. Here is my bowl of ham and celery, and here is my bowl with the Dijon, the mayonnaise, the sweet relish, sweet pickle relish, and a little of the hot pepper relish, with my minced onion, and also with a little black pepper and some salt. Now, I guessed at these amounts, folks, so we'll see if this is enough liquid, and if it's not, no worries. You just add a little bit more of everything so you don't lose the, the ratio of meat. You don't want to make it too runny, I guess. You know, ham is a pretty flavorful, tender, juicy piece of meat. And one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to make it so mayonnaise-y that you can't really taste the, wow, I think I eyeballed it pretty good. I'll show you what this looks like in just a second. Let me continue incorporating the ham and celery with the liquid. Wow, it's looking pretty good if I do say so myself. Make sure you get way down, because there's still some ham down at the bottom of this bowl that hasn't mixed with the mayo yet. Give it a good mix. And continue mixing it. There we go. There it is. That's what it looks like. It really does look like a beautiful ham salad. One thing you should do, especially now before you do much else, is taste it. Figure out if it is to your taste. Does it have enough salt? Does it need more pepper? Maybe this is when you say, I didn't think I needed hot sauce, Nidia, but I do. This is when you would do that. So let me go and get a small spoon and maybe some hot sauce, but I still have my other condiments and things nearby, so I'll see if it needs anything after I taste it. Okay, so I will take Doesn't need any salt. Like I said, that ham is pretty salty. Tastes good. I think it needs pepper. For me, definitely needs pepper. It feels like it needs a touch more sweetness, but I'm gonna go with this kind. And I think I just added another tablespoon-ish. I do like the color that you get when you add the hot pepper relish to it. The other thing is, once you get this down to the way you like it, and I think all I needed to do after that taste was to add a little bit more of the black pepper and a little bit more sweetness. Let me get the green relish just to kind of balance out that sweetness. Here we go. 1 tablespoon. And I'm not going to add any more mayo, but since I am a lover of Dijon, another tablespoon of Dijon. So yeah, I'm getting it a little bit more wet, but it definitely lacked very hammy flavor. That flavor I first hit when I took the teaspoon and tasted it was quite hammy. I didn't get enough of the other stuff. So now I think I've improved upon it. And there you go. That's ham salad. So here's what I'll do. I'm going to take this ham salad and I'm going to put it into 2 different airtight containers, one for me and Dwayne and one for my mom. And I'm going to refrigerate it and then come back and show you what it's like after it's firmed up and it's been refrigerated, cooled off, and then show you how you can eat it. Cookies, crackers, or a sandwich. Just make a delicious sandwich. So, okay, I'm going to put it in an airtight container and I'll see you back once it's ready to eat. All right, so this has been chilling for about hour and a half-ish. But anyway, here's a closer look. Okay, I have some toast I have some bread in the toaster. And I'm going to put some of this on the bread and see what I think. You can serve this as is with crackers, toast points, bagel thins, pita crackers, any kind of bread really. It just looks great. Love the color. And let me go see, that toast should be just about ready. Oh, the toast would have been ready if I had pressed the toaster button on. So in the meantime, before I taste it, I'd like to welcome all my new subscribers, all our new viewers, and just thank everyone for all the support we've had on Dwayne and Nadia Food, Travel, and Fun now for, gosh, nearly 3 years. So we've been doing this for nearly 3 years, and we recently crossed our 20,000 subscribers. And just since crossing the 20,000, we're almost at 22 just a few weeks later. So thank you all so much for watching our videos and for commenting, hitting that thumbs up. We really appreciate it. Okay, you know, it is close to lunchtime, so the toast with this ham salad will end up being a good lunch for me. All right, so I have lightly toasted 2 slices of plain white bread. And I'm going to put some of this ham salad right on the toasted bread here. And give it a taste. It's really good. I'm definitely happy that I added a little bit more of the sweet element. I think the smokiness of the ham was kind of overpowering the ham salad. These could be, you can make those little finger sandwiches with those little buns and stuff them just like you would with tuna or chicken. And wow, this is really good and tastes pretty hearty. I definitely do think, for me, just me, I would add a little bit of hot sauce maybe on the sandwich when I do eat it. Or when I serve it, if I serve it like this with toast points or something, I would put some additional maybe condiments so people can, I don't know, mix and match and kind of get it more to their taste. But anyway, folks, that is your classic ham salad. Very easy to make, not many ingredients, and you know what? Mighty fine lunch and a great sandwich. See you soon on Dwayne Media, Food, Travel, and Fun. And as always, thank you so much for watching.